Everything that we have to do for Misty to Surge is like, I just love the resource management of it all. I love towing the line of the level cap and everything. But we're going to start at Misty. We're going to start at Misty just because I feel like the way that last Tuesday's stream went, we should get quite a few attack points on Agnew here. Yeah, +2. 44. I believe that's where we want to be. We're starting out with Misty. Then we're going to do all the resource management we got to do to beat Surge. Then we're going to beat Surge. We're going to have a great freaking stream today, boys and girls and women and men and those beyond the binary. So again, we're going to lead with Fearow and we're going to hit the range. We're going to just KO with Secret Power to KO the Staryu. We had to do a little EV training to make it happen, which is just a big fat bummer because I am fundamentally opposed to the idea of EV training in a Nuzlocke. But the god honest truth is that you just got to if your Fearow's like terrible. Alright, this time we'll hit the range. You gotta do a little bit of EV training to hit this range over time, and of course we get a crit. Whatever. The range is 100% guaranteed. I did the math. I promise. From here, when the behemoth that is Starmie comes in, when the behemoth that is Starmie, look how pretty it is. Look how pretty it is. Well, I was talking to someone like, oh, do you think this card will hold this value? And they're like, oh yeah, 100%. It's such a gorgeous card. And I was like, and it's got Hentai on it. We sacked the Meowth. It's not actual hentai. It's just an anime girl. It's just Misty. We all love Misty. Who didn't have a little crush on Misty? I mean, my biggest Pokemon crush was Sabrina. And when we get to Gym 8, hopefully I'll be able, or Gym 7, 6, Gym 6, Gym 6. When we get to Gym 6, hopefully I'll be able to hold my composure. Here we put in Arceus. Arceus is our Oddish. You can always live one crit no matter what. And we smack a Sweet Scent. You can live a Swift crit, it's fine. But like the idea is maybe you get confused. So we have the Persian Berry. From here, I'm just going to speed up a little bit. I'm just going to like slam Sweet Sense. But the idea is that like you're only guaranteed one move. Because like anything could happen. You could get Water Pulse, you could get confused, you could get Giga confused. So you gotta just sack that Gloom. But from here, because you hit that Sweet Scent, now all you need is one Sweet Scent. Razor Leaf, which is usually 95% accurate, usually disqualified from our run, is now 100% accurate. Again, a little bit of pre-damage to make sure that like our berry procs or whatever. Bang! We gotta two-shot it. We absolutely gotta two-shot it. Bang, bang! Because it's got recover and everything. And our Bulbasaur has been specially hand-selected to always bait Swift over Water Pulse. And of course we get a crit. Of course we get a crit. Such is the beauty of live television. But that's how you risklessly beat Misty. That's the line. It's taken a lot of playtesting, a lot of like back and forth. Let's actually make some freaking progress in this run, baby. Again, I've talked about it before. This is my favorite split. Because to figure out how to like actually beat Surge, Water Pulse, we're gonna go teach to Gyarados. Sand Rival, dude, that fight is no freaking joke, because that Kadabra is a menace, dude. I mean, it's actually really similar to Misty Starmie in the respect that it's really fast, it can confuse you, and honestly there's just a weird little quirk with the AI, and if not for this weird little quirk with the AI, I'm not sure that a fully riskless line on this fight would even be possible without EV training. Bow, bow. Dude, Lavender Town is such a banger. I will say that I have said this before. I've said this on Instagram. I will say it again. Marshmello, Alice in Wonderland. Maybe you're one of the 4 people in chat right now. If neither of you drops a Lavender Town remix during one of your big Poke Rave sets, we riot. We absolutely riot. Let's get the VS Seeker. Now we have infinite money. So if we ever run into any issues with money, I'm probably just gonna hack it in. Again, early in the game, you just gotta cling to the level cap. A little as we move later through the run a little bit, like I might not be clinging to the level cap super hard because the level cap's 24 right now. Early in the game, it's just so necessary because of like all the ranges being so thin and everything. Okay, Couple resources you don't want to miss. You want the berries in the kitchen. You can run in the boat, right? Yeah. You want the berries in the kitchen. This ain't hoeing, baby. Berries are at a premium. You can't just grow that shit. I can't remember how many of these end up even being necessary. Because like I found other workarounds for status. But just get the berries in the kitchen. You'll be glad you did. Maybe. I don't know. Might not matter. The other thing that we need to get is the rest TM. In this room. Alright, let's dodge this optional. Let's dodge this optional. Ba 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 ba. TM44 rest. We hit the optional. Those are the resources that you want to make sure that you don't miss in the boat. Why is my boat red? The Kadabra is technically a speed tie with a minimum speed level 21 Fearow. There's ways to EV train around that, and that would end up making a difference, but we don't have to. We figured out a line anyway. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I already have this prepped. Not only am I going to load in the ROM, I'm going to load in the new ROM for the Murphy's Law mod so that everything goes terrible and that we can show that the line still works. But I'm also going to be throwing in a minimum speed Fearow. Here, this line does have diverging paths based on whether or not we hit a crit. We'll be hopping into the normal mod and we'll be safe stating and everything to see if we can show all that off. But let's do it. Hello there, Blue. Bonjour. Dude, what a douche. Just saying French just to be a douche. Fuck Gary. Fuck Gary. Asshole. But anyway. We always win this 1v1. No matter what. Because the sand attack don't matter. The Oranberry helps. Doesn't matter how many times you get crit. Doesn't matter if it uses quick attack. We get 3 hits off, or before it gets 4 hits off. We live the triple crit. Thanks to Oran. We Taguchi Galpa. Taguchi Galpa is one of my favorite words. I don't even know what it means. It's like a place, right? I don't know. It is a really fun thing to say. Taguchi Galpa. Alright, let's sack. We're gonna sack Low's percent this time. We're gonna sack our rat to his rat. Even though our rat is bigger and stronger, his rat's gonna cook us. Alright. Sack Route 22 encounter. Alright. Here we come in and we bring in Gara. Gara's gotta hit 2 bites to chip this thing down. You almost never KO it. It pretty much requires a crit. If you do KO it, things get a little dicey. Like that's where the line starts to diverge a little bit. You always live the double crit Hyper Fang, no matter what. Again, if you hit the crit on the second bite, or if you get like a really strong special attack Gara, you can get a little bit cooked. But like the thing is, quick attack does less damage and stuff, so you don't have to worry about it. Let's sack again. Yeah, sack this neck. I'm pretty sure it's easy to kill here with either Hyper Fang or quick attack, so I'm pretty sure it's just gonna Murk our Snake. Intimidate, yeah, whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter what your name is, Jabroni. Critical hit. Alright, from here we go into Fearow. We have to KO the Raticate with Peck. The reason that we have to kill it with Peck is because of this weird quirk in the AI. If it does, as long as Kadabra doesn't see a kill, which it never will in this situation, and we use an attack move the last turn, it will always hit us with a disable here. We lose the speed tie. The disable doesn't matter. I mean, the disable missed anyway. But from there, we can get the Oko with secret power, and Spearow's in a great position to just like totally mog this Charmeleon. You saw that it can sometimes die, and if it does die, you just throw in the Yodo in time. Keen Eye is really nice. Having Keen Eye on both Spearow and Pidgeotto is nice for this Charmeleon because 1 QA and 1 secret power always kills. But at this point, it just doesn't matter. Now, let's look at the other line. Let's look at the divergent line. We can just like get him to like show up and be like, ah, you beat me. At least you're raising your Pokemon. Let's look at the other line. You never lose this 1v1 against the first Pidgeotto. You just can't lose it. Not with your Oranberry. Doesn't matter if you get triple crit. You always get enough hits off in time. Here you sack either your Route 22 encounter or your Sneck, which is technically your Route 8 encounter. Route 7, Route 11, Route 11 encounter. It's crazy how well I know the Kanto map, dude. I know the Kanto map. Let's just waste a turn. Because that's just a sack turn. It's meant to be one turn. You can pre-damage if you want. It doesn't matter. It'll see a kill here. Alright. You send in Gyarados. The goal is to chip. The goal is to hit 2 bites and chip. That's kind of our plan A. But plan B is where the first bite doesn't crit. Nice. But the second bite does. And we're going to save state so that we can make this crit happen. There. So you saw the crit. If it crits, it gets a little bit dicey. You still got the disabled turn. You're pretty much always slower. I think we're about to lose the speed tie. Yeah, you still got the disabled turn for the Kadabra. You can smack a Water Pulse. Water Pulse plus... Oh, we got the confusion. We're the best at Pokemon. We're never dead. Water Pulse plus... and we got to sack one more time. We got to sack one more time. Watch it like hit itself in confusion on this one. So that it like doesn't show us the sack turn. Is confused. Oh. Yeah, of course it hurts itself. We'll just waste a turn. Please don't hit yourself again. That would really make my line look annoying. Snapped out. Okay, cool. We can't count on this kind of stuff. Again, most of that stuff is just like helpful. Like I don't think any of it's line breaking. From here, 1 Water Pulse plus 1 Quick Attack is always enough to take out your... is always enough to take out the Kadabra. And you can hit it in time because you got the Prio and everything. Guaranteed encounter with Prio. 1 Quick Attack. 1 Quick Attack plus 1 Secret Power should always be enough to kill the Charmeleon. There's the Oranberry proc a little bit late. That can like Giga Crit you and stuff, and that can get really dicey. So we're just gonna throw balls because I'm pretty sure you're dead here. I'm pretty sure you gotta sack the bird here. Yeah, and you know what? I think that I want to say that the way that I had the line set up in the very beginning was that I knew that the Fearow was fine to take at least 1 hit and knock the Charmeleon out in time. I want to say that's how I had it. Someone's gonna find a hole in that line and tell me that it's bad. Someone's gonna do that, and I'm gonna have to respond to all of it because man, y'all are good at Pokemon. You freaking internet mavens. Y'all are good at Pokemon. But yeah, you go into Fearow. And then I'd be really shocked if the Secret Power doesn't KO here. Huh, it doesn't KO. That's so weird. But I think it doesn't matter because you're always faster and you always have Keen Eye and everything and you're at full HP. Yeah, I think it's like the Secret Power. I want to say the Secret Power QA is like very reliable, and I don't know why it's not working on the stream. Maybe there's something that happened with PK Hex with like the stats not like going all the way up. But anyway. From here, let's get the Cut H jump. Let's go off the boat. But let's talk about all the things we got to do to get ready for Surge. Because we actually have bye-bye boat. Bye-bye weird red boat. I don't know why you're red, but bye-bye weird red boat. Let's talk about... We got to do some forward tracking. We are on the road to Viridian City. Let's throw all the pokes that could be in the death box into the death box. Again, it's either Fearow or Yodo. We're just gonna throw... Which one's worse? I guess Fearow is better. So we're gonna throw Fearow in the death box. Box is getting thin, dude. We're gonna throw both these boys in the death box. And from here, this is kind of why we went with the Zubat encounter. The Viridian Forest encounter is not guaranteed. I'm pretty sure that's who Hindsight is. I'm pretty sure he's the Viridian Forest encounter. This is why we picked Zubat. Because this is a big part of why we guaranteed the Zubat encounter in Mount Moon. And the type combination of Ivysaur and Zubat gets you through a lot of this like middle game stretch. And again, these are our big boys. We'll heal him because technically he in most lines he doesn't die. Again, you might sack a bird. You don't know which bird you're gonna sack. But we're gonna pretend that we're in the other reality in which Fearow got sacked, because Fearow is a little bit more useful than Yodo. I don't think there's a Nuzlocke in the world who cares about HMs. I really don't think that there is. But like, you're not guaranteed to have a cut user right now still alive. You're just not. But Batman's gonna Mog this last with wing attacks. It's very easy, and then Batman's gonna evolve, and it's gonna be so awesome. Oh no, Sunpour forces a switch. I don't care. I don't care about these middling fights. We've been over this a million times. I want to say this encounter is almost always duped out by now. There's a chance you can pick up an extra body here, but this encounter is just about always duped out by now. You don't need Aerial Ace. There were runs where I'll get it, and I'll like just skip this optional. I'll just like totally skip him. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna register the TM case. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm a speedrunner. If you register the TM case, you can do the backtrick a little bit faster. And I want to say this is Route 9. You can't really count on the body. Bug catcher, so we go with Batman. I'm just going to speed up through this. Absolute peasant. Oh, we love the Evo. Dude, Golbat's kind of a mogger, not going to lie. I want to say this is a Chesto Berry. Yeah, Chesto Berries are good. There's not that many of them in the game. Route 10 is something that's interesting to talk about. If you are playing on a cartridge or the Switch, there is some utility to skipping Route 10. I want to say you can guarantee a Voltorb right now, but you don't really need him. And if you're playing on a cartridge or the Switch, later in the game, you can guarantee an Electrode. So duping it out here kind of sucks if you want a faster, higher level Pokemon later. So we're going to do that. We're just going to delay Route 10 for now. I want to say these berries are important. I want to say this is like a Persian berry. Yeah, dude. My game knowledge. Not a required trainer as long as you have cut. I didn't buy repels. Do I go back and buy repels? Do I just hack them in? We go back and buy repels. We're not gonna buy that many repels. We're gonna buy like isn't there a hidden item behind the very back cut tree? Yeah, but it's just a super potion. My homies in chat. The reason we're not buying like all the repels we can, should we buy balls? How are we doing on balls? 18, we're fine. The reason we're not buying all the repels we have is that we are going to be spending a decent amount of money in a minute here when we get to Celadon. And I'm about to pull up a map. Because, dude, we have to go through Rock Tunnel in the dark. We don't have a choice about it. Like, we can't just be like, oh, let's just go get flashed. Because, no, dude, Diglett's Cave is dangerous. Diglett's Cave is too dangerous to go through, so you can't just go get flashed yet. It's not an option. So let's get our Rock Tunnel encounter just so we have one more Mon. And then let's see who we catch. Oh, Mankey. Mankey you can't put to sleep. We don't have one? Oh no, we don't have a Mankey yet. Okay, we can Stun Spore it. And we can... I bet Tackle doesn't knock it out, right? No, from a Yoda? No. Okay, cool. At this point, alright. Who do we... the Goose or Heather? Whoever posts in chat first. Whoever posts in chat first, because the Pokemon ain't down to them. None of them. You guys want the Mankey? None of you guys want the Mankey? We're going Goose. Goose, you've been the man. Goose. Not me. 1, 2, 3, not it. 1, 2, 3, not it. Goose, you're getting them on. This next trainer is actually worth using your Gyarados HP on. You don't have a lot of Gyarados HP, but dude, the Slowpokes are sketch. Like, cause they got confusion and stuff. Oh, hold on, let me get my map. I want the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. Pokemon fight. Ready. Go. The copy these people wrote. This is worth some Gyarados, because obviously the Cubone just dies to a water pulse. Oh, we should take the center. We should always take the center. Obviously the Cubone just goes down to a pulse, but like, dude, the Slowpokes are sketch. They got confusion, which can confuse you, obviously, so like these fights aren't technically riskless. Whatever. I don't care. Anyway, let's switch back to Zubat. I want to say that Zubat is kind of the man, because there's a lot of lasses and stuff. I really don't want to hit anything. I'm really scared. Rock Tunnel is just so scary, dude. There's a trainer right there. Okay, there's a required trainer down here, but I want to say it's a last, and I want to say they get super duper mogged by Zubat. I draw illustrations. Or maybe this guy's also worth using Gyarados PP. Or maybe this guy is the guy with the Charmander. Oh, it's a Slowpoke. Slowpokes are scary. Slowpokes are scary because they're level 25. And they have confusion and stuff. Alright, DK, get in there. DK, the boy. DK, the boy. Yeah, intimidate that Slowpoke. Scare that little slow thing. Disable, love it. Disable on the Switch, we love to see it. Bite. Vibes. Ooh. Flinch. Yeah! Flinch again. Crit. Yeah! Yeah! We're the best at the game. Now I want to say Zubat mogs this next last, or maybe it's a hiker. I don't know. We kind of vibe and ball. I want to say there's a trainer like right here. Yeah, okay, lass. We love lasses. Lasses are choke artists, dude. Ooh. My trapezius is so sore. I haven't even used my trap lately. I'm just like, my posture is not good because chairs. Bad. Okay, we mog the Oddish. We wing attack the Oddish. We cook it. We gotta go through Rock Tunnel in the dark. Going through the Rock Tunnel in the dark is no picnic, but it's also very possible. The other thing is that like Batman's already about to overlevel, which is kind of scary. I think I'm gonna switch over to the Yodo. Or maybe, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to Dose. Because Dose is getting very close to overleveling, and like all things considered, maybe I'm not like properly taking into account the the stuff from the blue fight. So here you can pick. Okay, here there's like is like optional. I just know that the trainer on the left is not that hard, or the trainer on the right is not that hard. But like, dude, I love the like J-Rose minimum battle videos. They've been so helpful for like trying to figure out this run. Honestly, like I think I've even like watched the VODs and stuff. Oh yeah, Machop, yeah. We'll just do Razor Leaf. Oh my god, a 95% accurate move in a fully solved Nuzlocke. What are you doing? I don't care. I only care about the boss fights. The middle fights are free. Although these fights, I don't know. I mean, they're interesting because like you're a little underleveled and it's dark. Like it's no picnic, but you got to do it. You got to do it to get all the resources you need. Okay, Onyx, get mogged. I think that Vine Whip's Sunoco. I think that's what I did in testing. Yep. Okay, bye Onyx, and then okay, it's this one. Yeah. Okay, I know where I am now. Oh, okay. This is another optional. I want to say they're both hikers. We're gonna do this way. Oh, this tunnel goes a long way, kid. Yeah, I want to say this is an optional. Like you can, yeah. And this is just a lot of dudes, bringing all the dudes. We can Vine Whip them. We're just gonna go and speed up, and we're just gonna Vine Whip some Geodudes, and Vine Whip another Geodude, and level up. Oh my goodness, we're gonna Razor Leaf them a Chop. This is probably riskless. I mean, well, not that I'm using Razor Leaf, but any Dora the Explorer fans in the mix? Dude, did you guys know? I just learned this. Did you guys know that in like Latin America and like Mexico and shit, Dora teaches people English? Isn't that fucking mind-blowing? Like, anyway, the more you know. Okay, where am I? I'm the map. I fucking loved Dora the Explorer when I was a little kid. That being said, there were times when I was like, you know what, Dora? I'm just watching this one. I'm not participating. Like, I understand that you want me to, like, participate and, like, help you and Boots solve the issue. But, like, on this particular episode of Dora the Explorer, I'm sitting this one out. Okay. Retired Trainer, Zubat, Timog, I'm guessing. Ooh, Jigglypuff. We hate Jigglypuff because of Cute Charm. And you know what? We're running low on, I think. Oh, let's go to Goose. Blame it on the Goose. Got you feeling loose. Cute Charm's scary. Okay, oh, also terrible. Yeah, this is not a fun optional to fight at all. Not a fun, like I said, not an this isn't even optional. I want to say this is a required trainer. This is not a fun one. Ugh. Do it again. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, Master. I'm actually just gonna do some XP management here. Yeah, we're just gonna be really optimal. Ah, that scratch was kind of scary. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be super cautious not to hit this optional, because this optional's got like 100 slowpokes. And oh, okay. This wasn't the optional. This is just a hiker. Okay. Ugh. It's just like when I say I'm being cautious. Okay, level 24, we're up against it. Because this optional, this maniac up here, I'm so sketched. So sketched. I'm safe's coming. If I hit the optional, I'm restarting the game. And you guys can learn from my mistakes. This maniac is... I feel like tugging the wall is not the right thing to do. Ah! Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay, let's hug the other wall. Okay, the hiker. Okay, we got speed up. We hug the other wall. We hug the other wall. Ah! Okay. He didn't even enter the screen. That's how you dodge that optional. 100% of the time. Every time. Definitely. These guys are both dodgeable. I can't remember which order you gotta dodge them in. But these guys are both dodgeable. Everyone knows that. Everyone who's played this game knows that. I want to say there's one more required trainer. It's a last. This is not a bad matchup. This is a bad matchup. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Oh, Golbat didn't even over level. Chill. Okay. I'm not even gonna put another repel up. We're so close to the end of this freaking dungeon. Bang! We make it out of Rock Tunnel alive. We don't hit any of the optionals on the other end of the Rock Tunnel fight. Time to stand? I don't want to stand. Nana Berry's useless. Bye. Okay. Lavender Town. Oh, I kind of want to play the music. I'm going to play the music. Nah, it's too much effort. Lavender Town is one of my favorite songs. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Alice in Wonderland, Marshmello. If neither of y'all play a freaking Lavender Town remix during your sets at the big Poke Rave, we riot. We riot. Alright. Only one more required fight before we go to Celadon. You can get the return TM right now, which is not that useful, but like let's just get it. Not that useful yet. The return TM will end up being super useful. You can get it right now, which is pretty dope. Return on Fearo's like a move, dude. Right? Like, and the fact that you get it so early, like Fearo and Farfetch'd are not the same. Like, maybe I shouldn't harp on like the one bad take that Peach Town made in the last 15 years. I mean, I guess he's had other bad takes, but yeah, Fearo and Farfetch'd are not the same. This is kind of a pick your poison fight. The dude down there has fire types, but this chick has Clefairies with Cute Charm. So we're we're just gonna mog the Clefairies with Goose, and honestly, we're gonna gas him up a little bit because Goose is totally expendable. Sorry, Goose, you're not expendable. Goose, you're a real Twitch chatter. I feel bad for calling you expendable. You're a great viewer who's been awesome and engaging, and I appreciate you every step of the way. But if this makes you faint, I won't be sad. Karate chop, follow me. Yeah, I'll follow you into the dark. Minimize. That's not what we want to see. Yeah. Okay. This guy's good fighting for money. We're skipping these encounters. We're skipping these encounters for right now. I'll explain why a little bit. I'll explain why on Thursday. We're not hitting any optionals because we're the best at the game. Ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah. Ah. Ah, ah. Ah, okay. Dude, the optionals freak me out, brother. Because like I said, like, you're really cleaning level tap. But oh my god, you hit this underground path, and you are just freaking home free. It feels so good to hit Celadon City. We're delaying 7. We delay 7 and 10. We'll explain why on Thursday. Couple of errands to run. We're doing some more overworld travel. We didn't spend that much money. I think we'll have enough money to do everything we do. We need to buy 2 things at the game corner. So for that we need the coin case, which is not in here. That guy's being held up. There's coins on the ground. I want to say there's coins on the ground. Here. Yeah, 100 coins. It's good to grab those 100 coins. It's good to talk to this guy. This guy gives you 20 coins. It's good to talk to this guy. This guy gives you 20 coins. Let's go buy even more coins. Let's buy like 1,000. Let's see if we have enough coins. We need to buy 2 things. The 2 things that we need to buy are... Obviously, everybody knows we're buying Abra. So the smoke ball is actually a big part of this run, because Diglett's Cave is dangerous, and to trade Mr. Mime for Abra, yeah, we don't have enough coins. We have to go sell some stuff. Sell rare candy? Fuck it, we ball. Sell 11 of them. We have unlimited money. Grinding is cringe and cheating is based. If you have unlimited money, you use it. But also, I'm not using game corner TMs in this run, like, because I think that's cringe. I think that just hacking in all the money is like ignoring like the fundamental game design. But like, we were like 100 Pokédollars short, so like whatever. I sold some rare candies, you know, like I could have, like, there's a lot of ways around that one. There's a lot of ways to skin that cat. I'm not gonna get into it. We need the smoke ball because we need to get through Diglett's Cave. We need to get through Diglett's Cave in order to trade Abra for Mr. Mime. And Mr. Mime is a god. Mr. Mime is so good. Mr. Mime is going... Oh my god. No. We can't even afford it. We need the smoke ball to get through Diglett's Cave. Because the thing about Diglett's Cave is that it's just so dangerous. Because there's these like level 31 Doug trios. And like with the level cap being where it's at this point in the game, like you just don't want to risk it. Like, you just don't want to risk that, like, that level 31 Doug trio with Arena Trap is going to come, and you're going to be too slow to run from it, and it's going to Fury Attack, Giga Crit you. It's just not worth the risk, so we get the smoke ball. You shouldn't spend all your money on drinks. Try this in 10. Obtained the tea. Who's got the tea? Tea time. One of my favorite things to text people who I'm about to gossip with is the tea emoji, and then the clock emoji, because tea time. And then we gossip, and it's fun. One of my friends just got engaged. That's some gossip for all of you guys. I'm really excited for him. It's another of my friend's birthday today. Another of my friends just got pregnant. Like, dude, like, it's an exciting time to be my friend. Because there's so much tea. There's so much gossip. I love to gossip. I live to gossip. Gossiping is one of my favorite activities. It's just so fun. Because Hitherto deserves his time in the sun. Hitherto deserves to be traded for the best Pokemon. Hitherto deserves to be given the smoke ball. I would say that like the repel would be like a bit of a time save, but who cares? I just have to make sure that I don't trade away the Abra with the smoke wall. I have to make sure I do that, because otherwise don't you just lose the item forever? But so yeah, let's just do that. Item. All right, we're gonna go perform this trade because Mr. Mime is not my MVP of the run. A lot of people want to call him Mr. Mime the best Pokemon in the game, but I think that there is one Pokemon that's a little bit better. And we'll talk about that when that comes up. But a big thing that's great about Mr. Mime is that also it has the preset EVs, because in-game traded Pokemon have, or IVs. It has the preset IVs because in-game traded Pokemon have preset IVs, which is really dope for a run like this, where you're always counting on minimum. This thing's super fast. It's timid. It's got like I know the speed IV is like in the 20s. Like, it's a good one. Take good care of Mimian. We'll miss you, hitherto. We'll miss you. But we still have the smoke ball. But yeah, the thing is, like, even with repels, like, you'll run into that level 31 Dugtrio, and like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Technically, it's like, these are our encounters and we're running from them, and you can like try to like get the encounter later in the game by like using the repels now, but like, you still might run into that level 31 because it's below the level cap. I don't think it's chill to like over level a Pokemon past the gym leader, just in order to like be sure to level cap. I don't think that's just to like repellment it more. Like, I don't think that's cool in those lock rules. I think the level cap's the level cap. But anyway, let's beat Surge. We have everything we need to beat Surge now. That's who you need to beat Surge. And honestly, I'm pretty sure you need to beat Erika too. Spoiler alert. I don't even think it needs to be like at the level cap. I think you can even do it a little bit under. But we're gonna level up to level 23 just in case we run into some trainers in the worst puzzle in the history of puzzles. It's not even a puzzle. It's just switches. Okay, Mr. Mime is all you need. Well, I guess you need Ivysaur. Hey, there's a switch. Turn it on. Okay, this is the time and place when it's acceptable to save stun during a Nuzlocke. When you're doing this fucking dog shit puzzle, that's when it's okay. You know, if there's only trash here, I don't care. Let's figure out where the trash is at, or let's figure out where that switch is. This is when it's okay. It's not okay to save some just to miss an optional in that moon like I did earlier. That's messed up. I had poor Nuzlocke form earlier. The second Electrolocke opened. Hooray. We bag manip. Bang. Okay, you're required. We're gonna use the Ivysaur to take you out. Cause I want to say this is like pretty riskless. Maybe it's not. I don't know. No, it's definitely not. There's probably a line. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of the line one day. All right, dude. I'm not gonna lie. The Surge sprite. It's I don't know if I'd call it anticlimactic, but like, here's what I want to say about Substitute. My Substitute is freaking game breaking in Gen 3. They don't know. The AI just don't know that you got it, and it acts like a straight dumbass the entire time you're using it. And so it just breaks a lot of the fights. And we're going to be using, and so my position on Substitute is that if a Pokemon learns it naturally, it's okay to use. I don't think Substitute TMs are chill. I think Substitute TMs are too game breaking because you can just put it on every Pokemon, and at that point it's just like, what are we even playing the game for? But I think that if a Pokemon gets Substitute naturally, the way Mr. Mime does at level 8, if I run my rules, then it's okay. Let's show you how easy it is to beat Surge when you got Substitute on your side. The Voltorb's a joke. Voltorb can't really do shit to you. You just wreck it with a couple confusions. It can hit you with like that move. Yeah, it can hit you with, I think Sonic Boom is like the most damage it can do. You just wreck it with a couple confusions. Sometimes I think on like maybe sometimes on like Giga High Rolls with EVs, maybe you're procking the potion. It don't matter. It don't matter. The Pikachu, also a joke. Just goes down to a confusion. One shot every time. Here's where it gets fun, dude. Against the Raichu, because you're faster, it's like, oh, it's faster? I must use speed control. I must slow it down. Knock a sub. Make a sub. Thunder Wave, it fails. And now you'd think it'd be like, oh, you got a sub. Maybe I'll try to break that. Maybe I'll try to break that sub. It don't know. It confused. Oh, we got a crit. That's chill. T-Wave. It fails. Every now and then, it'll use freaking, like, double team. Every now and then. I think I got used to use double team once, but you got Magical Leaf, so it don't matter. You just gonna have your sub up. It never freaking attacks you, because it's always going for speed control. And yeah, that's how you beat Surge. Paralyzing moves, Glare, Stun Spore, Thunder Wave. If the target is faster, the score is 92. If the faster than the target, the move gets -1, 70, if 70 HP or less. Dude, I tested this shit so extensively, and I always fucking use Thunder Wave. But I tested this shit so fucking extensively, and Mr. Mime's IVs are always the same. So, anyway, thank you for a great stream, everybody. Misty Surge is one of my favorite splits. You know, I think on Thursday we're gonna do Erika. I think on Thursday we're gonna do Erika and some rocket stuff, and we're gonna keep making progress. Really appreciated people hanging out. Because honestly, now that you got Mr. Mime, like, we're gonna do some Moggin. We're gonna do some Megady Moggin. And I'm excited to show you guys how fucking powerful this Pokemon is. But, let's raid somebody. Let's hop into Twitch chat. Last time we beat Surge, we're gonna be using a pretty similar strategy to take down Erika. If you know how we beat Surge, you're gonna have a pretty good idea of how we're gonna beat Erika. I guess I just wanted to talk a little generally about like what the content schedule is gonna be. I was talking a little bit about how like it was becoming. Let's not hit any optionals. I was talking a little bit on stream about how it had become a lot for me to sort of feel like I had to like edit down Tuesday's VOD and prep Thursday's stream all on that Wednesday, Thursday. And so the way that I am dealing with this is that now there's going to be a video out that covers the whole week. So I'm going to do one video for the whole for Tuesday and Thursday. And that's how we're going to be running. There's going to be one YouTube video a week. We're still doing, you know, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday and Thursday is Pokemon. Saturday is chess. Sunday is MLB The Show. As I continue to carve out a niche as a variety streamer. Get out of my way, you giant fat man. We can go catch our Route 7 encounter. That's something that we can do right now. We're gonna candy Mime up. The level cap right now is 29. We definitely want Encore. We're gonna get rid of Light Stream for Encore. Encore's, I mean, not a hot take. Encore's like the best move in the game. We're gonna level, I think 27 should be fine. We're gonna go ahead and snag our Route 7 encounter. This isn't absolutely necessary to do right now. And actually, I think we could have done it sooner. But Route 7 at this point is guaranteed to be, because dupe Growlithe. Growlithe actually doesn't have that good of a catch rate. Growlithe has Roar, right? But let's see if it uses it. We're gonna hit it with another Magical Leaf. We vibe, we catch it. Okay. The real reason that we catch Growlithe here is just kind of for insurance. But yeah, just a little bit more like kind of interesting content in terms of getting to Erika. I was doing some test runs, and like I've always been so like, oh, just go on the left, just like go up along the left. And we're pretty much running the same team. We're gonna candy Growlithe, kind of coast to the level tag. Again, just for insurance. On these required fights to get to Erika, there is an easy way to do it, and I want to say that I've made it so that Mr. Mime won't over level. But if Mr. Mime, we're gonna save right here. If Mr. Mime over levels, I'll just drop him down in PKX. It's not a big deal. But you don't want to go to the right. You left. You want to go to the right. And Mr. Mime does not have. The execute's annoying, and the execute you have to fight if you go on the left. That's like that last trainer. I'll point her out when we actually see her on screen. This Bulbasaur goes down to a side beam or to a confusion. We don't have side beam yet. We're about to get it. I want to say level cap's 29. Yeah, we definitely won't over level. This Bulbasaur goes down every single time. I want to say the Ivysaur can live, and like stun spore you. I want to say that's a thing. Let's find out. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we miss the range or not. Let's do some vibes based Nuzlocking. Oh, we got the crit, of course. So the world may never know. Someone run the calc. Someone will run the calc. Like people have been running calcs and stuff. It's been exciting. This last trainer, the blonde haired chick over there to Erika's right, to the left of Erika from our perspective, but to Erika's right hand side. She's got an execute, and that thing's kind of a pain in the ass. It's got like hypnosis and stuff. But Mr. Mime, I'm pretty sure that this chick's just got like a bunch of Oddishes or whatever, or maybe Bellsprouts or something. Like this chick's no big deal. Like 2 Oddishes, super easy. I want to say that Ivysaur is the only thing. Oh, did I just use Magic Leaf? Am I gonna like watch me like get stun spored here? What's gonna happen? Let's speed up. Poison powder, yeah, horrendous. Yeah, it shouldn't matter because I think we one shot this Gloom every time. Yeah, yeah, N28, we're fine. But yeah, the only reason Ivysaur's in the party is because you need it for cut. Let's get into this line. This line's pretty simple. Like I said, if you saw how we beat Surge, you've got a pretty good idea of how we're gonna beat Erika. Oh, I didn't even level up to 2089. Actually, fuck it, we ball. Let's see what happens if we don't level up to 29, because I'm pretty sure it don't matter. Oh wait, no, a hundo P matters. A hundo P matters. I'm ill prepared. Let's see what happens though. Let's vibe this out, because I think you can. You're still obviously faster, and you can just click sub, and it's just gonna keep going for stun spore because it's just always going for speed control. And so you rip a fusion, and honestly, I want to say it's a 2-shot. Is there a reason no psychic TM this early? There is a reason no psychic. And we get a crit, obviously. It doesn't matter. There is a reason that we don't use a psychic TM this early. That is, we're saving it for a different time. It is scripted in the run. Hitherto, you got access to the doc. You could read ahead. Yeah. Have you been doing your homework hitherto? I know you're a busy guy. I know you got a lot going on. But there is a reason. We're going to be using the psychic TM for a different mod. Mr. Mime is trying to learn Side Beam. Yeah, and then we get Side Beam in 29. But yeah, no, Hitherto is low-key like a co-author of this. Like, I actually, like, and like, Hitherto reached out to, I won't spoil your project, man, but like, Hitherto reached out to me about a project of his, and like, I actually am very hopeful, that we end up, like, legitimately collaborating on something, because, like, he is freaking brilliant. And I'm the most entertaining in the world, so together, who could stop us? The team of the crack team of Hitherto and Dollar Mike. You can just rip a Side Beam here. If you get crit, Tangela can break your sub. It's probably not going to happen, obviously. If you can miss the range, and then you can get crit, and that can break your sub. But it doesn't matter if that happens. Oh yeah, heal range, whatever, not a big deal. I guess that gives us like another shot at the. It might not even be a range. It might not even be a range, and obviously you could like, yeah, no, it's a range. If you miss the range and then you get crit, it's got to be a high roll crit. The sub can get broken. But if that happens, you just sub first turn against the Vileplume. When the Vileplume comes out, Vileplume's same thing. It's speed control pilled. Like, it just wants to do speed control all the time. So it doesn't know that we have substitute. Like, Gen 3 logic just doesn't account for substitute. And I talked a little bit about this on last stream. Some people straight up ban substitute. And I agree with banning the substitute TM, because like fucking everything can learn it, and it just makes way too many Pokemon completely fucking broken. But I think that if a Pokemon learns substitute naturally, you should be able to use it. That's what I think. I'm not a big deal. I'm not big on like restricting moves that are like naturally learned. personally. Your run, your rules. That is Erika. Let's move on. Actually, before we move on, I do want to do a quick aside. So we're gonna listen to our good friend Peach Owl right now. Let's listen to what Jan says right here. This is something that this is during his FireRed tier listing testing, during his testing. That is a non-hot take. This is just a factual thing that he mentions.
Erika first though, right? So to raise my level cap. Wait, isn't this game just kind of free if you just do Erika before you do any of the rocket stuff? And then you literally just, like, your level cap is 43 and you can do whatever the fuck you want?
So, yeah. And at this point, this gets into kind of a little bit of the philosophy of where we go from here, right? Because, yeah, a lot of this middle game is straight up trivialized. And I'm going to read out some of the... I'm probably not going to read out the whole thing, but I'm going to read out some of the voiceover copy that I wanted to put in the video for this part of the run. And I talk about how I emulated Martsnack's maximalist approach. And I thought to myself, most hardcore Nuzlockers are totally fine with hacking the game to add infinite rare candies and money, so I relied heavily on resources that required a ton of grinding, like the Game Corner TMs or level 5 fossil Pokemon. If a battle was ever giving me trouble, it was always pretty easy to just figure out which Pokemon passed the hole in my line, find a way to guarantee the encounter, shove a bunch of rare candies down its throat, optimize its moveset, and keep on rolling. And I realized that things were getting kind of formulaic as I was being super maximalist. But then Nintendo announced they'd be releasing FireRed Leaf Green on the Switch, and it made me think to myself, that video would kind of suck. And I agree with that. I think that if you just go pure maximalism and pure, like, you know, like hardcore Nuzlocke style of just like using all the resources and like getting around the game design, I think that you're losing something about like how the game was truly designed. I think of that. And I thought tons of people are going to be playing this game on official hardware, which means there are almost no access to the quality of life changes an emulator can offer. That got me thinking, wouldn't it be just a little more interesting to put together a game plan that people could actually follow without condemning themselves to hours and hours of repetitive button mashing? That is. And so for me, I feel like right when we get to this point in the game, right when we get to sort of, you know, the level cap skyrocketing to 43 and a lot of the middle game kind of getting trivialized, I thought, so I made a U-turn and rebuilt the run as a minimalist. So up until this point in the run, the solutions I've shared are literally some of the only ones I've been able to find. And they might even be the only truly foolproof ones that exist. Feel free to prove me wrong in the comments, as I'm sure I will get proven wrong. This is the first iteration of this run. We're going to build this run. We're like, together as a community, we are solving FireRed. I've done a really good job. I've gotten really close. But at this point, there's more than one way to skin this cat. We've had to cling to the level cap out of necessity to make our lines viable across all stat spreads with almost no wiggle room. But we're about to get access to a lot of resources. Not just, I mean, we're about to get access, like, obviously level 43, that's a big resource, but, like, that game's really going to open up here. And basically, by the end of stream, the game's really opened up. And so, from there, I'm sure there are tons of ways to beat this thing riskless from here. But what's the best way? Well, that's a distinguishingly subjective question, but I've done my best to answer it. And from here on out, we'll be closing out the run with as few Pokemon as possible, at the lowest possible levels, and I outright banned the use of any resource that's locked behind a big grind. Stuff like the fossils, stuff like the Game Corner TMs. Will we still have to grind to win without hacking? Of course we will. It's still a Pokemon game after all. But getting back to business here, I'm pleased to announce that the only two of our pokes who need an extra few levels here, pre-Pokeflute, are Gyarados and Mr. Mime. So let's run some errands. Because look, could you just level up Mr. Mime to level 43 and just mog the whole rest of the game, especially if you were playing with a hard level cap? Of course you could. But let's try to think about not the purest maximalist way to solve it, but the best minimalist way to solve it. Let's run a couple errands. So from here, like I said, we do have a couple pokes who we're just gonna candy right now. I tried to minimize this grind as much as I could, because as a lot of you know, the next big fight is Giovanni 1, and Giovanni 1's no joke because of that Kangaskhan. The pokes that we need right now, we need Mr. Mime, we need Gyarados, and Growlithe. I'm just going with our freshest guaranteed body because Rocket, it was nice having you, but you're a body. You're an absolute body, Rocket. You're not long for this world. So a little bit of grinding would need to get done right now, even if you were playing on official hardware, because you just need to. I mean, obviously the level cap's there, but like, who wants to grind? We got to get Mime to 36 and Gyara to 31. So again, still under the level cap. Part of the reason that we put Mime to 36, there's a handful of reasons, but at 36, I want to say we get Trick. Yeah, we're gonna be using Trick. Should we be delete? Yeah, we are gonna, because it's nice to do heists, and this way you don't have to, I mean, you can get Thief earlier, but whatever. We're actually gonna be getting rid of Magic Leaf. Even though it's like the 100 accurate remove and it's good type coverage, there's not a ton of utility to having it. Like, honestly, a lot of times Side Beam's enough. Again, I tried to minimize grinding, and I'm excited for us to all kind of figure out what the best way to solve this game is. I think that I've found a lot of some of like the only lines, some of the best lines, some of the cleanest lines. I do think I have, and maybe I'll be proven wrong on that. I'm kind of excited to be proven wrong on that, if so. Because like, to me, it's exciting that like this can become more of like a community project. Like, that's, to me, is like the fun, and like I don't hope that people tune in so that I can be famous and have more. Oh, we're gonna go get Fly. It's actually part of why I kept a bird alive, is because like I know that some people are like, if it's dead, it's dead. If it's in the death box, you can't use it. I don't think that's true. I think that quality of life is more important, and that like, just freaking Fly. But we're gonna grab Fly. Honestly, dude, it's crazy. I was looking back at my first VOD, and it was so lit. Like, the first stream was so lit, because I like did the commercial, I had the recency bias, I marketed well, all that garbage, and like, then I had to take my break to take care of myself, and it's just like, now no one's here. No. Like, but consistency. We're building a lot of consistency right now. Every Tuesday and Thursday, there's gonna be Pokemon on this channel, and we're gonna be chipping away at this run, and we're gonna be building out this run together, because this is just the first iteration. I have a good feeling that we're going to be doing this run multiple times. I'm going to get faster at it and stuff like that as I get better at Twitch, which is really exciting to like build that skill. Like, I just love learning stuff and getting better at stuff because I think it's really fun. I love learning curves. I love steep learning curves, and this has been a steep one. This has definitely been a steep one. It's been an unforgiving one, but I'm all for it. I'm all fucking for it. If it were easy, it wouldn't be fun. That's how I feel. So here, we're going to Saffron. What are we doing in Saffron? Well, we want a Dojo poke. We want a Dojo poke so that we can take down Giovanni 2. Which Dojo poke? Leave a guess in the comments below. The reason that we can't really use the Murphy's Law mod, to be honest, anymore, and honestly, I might contact that sign. I might try to build my own patch. But the reason that we can't really use it is because it zeroes out the IVs, and like Mr. Mime has preset IVs, and so that's like part of it, and you're missing ranges you shouldn't miss, and it's just a problem. But at level 36, you completely have no issue getting to the boss fight. It's completely riskless every single time, no matter what. I want to say this Machoke can like live a range, but it can't do enough damage to hurt you. It can't lower your speed. It can't do anything like that. There is one resource. Don't let me forget to go get it before we fight the boss. Don't let me forget. And I bet some of you. It's actually not in the dock. I actually forgot about it until today, and I was like, oh shit, you need that. I need that. But you can stay along the left, and you can take. Oh, I forgot to use Trick. I want to say these guys all have Trick too, so it's okay. You want to use Trick on that first one, but you want to snag the black belt. You do want to take it. Okay, focus energy. It didn't end up mattering. Again, I don't think it would have mattered. Actually, I think maybe I think maybe this wasn't a riskless line that I just put together because of that trick. Because if that Mankey hits you now, and then you get 5-hit Giga Crit by the Primeape at the end, if the Primeape lives around, I want to say that's a thing, or maybe the Primeape can outspeed you at the end. I want to say that's a thing. So yeah, but it's totally riskless if you just steal it from the Machop. So I just forgot that detail. But that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal at all. The detail I'm about to mention is a bigger deal. The detail I'm about to mention, which is also hold item related, is a bigger deal. Let's see if we get outsped. I want to say that perhaps... Ooh, interesting. We don't level up there. I want to say that this Primeape can outspeed you, and is kind of fast. Let's find out. The Kingler Calc, Ivies, at least when I checked this a long time ago. Okay, so we ended up... it's probably arranged. I don't know. The Kingler Calc Ivies are wrong. These Pokemon are a little beefier. I know that all just looked like super duper riskless and soft, but like there are a couple holes, and I did need to calc these fights out. Most of the like side quests and like little battles, like I'm not, like I've said, I don't really give a shit if they're riskless. And again, maybe like together as we continue to like iteratively as a community solve this run, I could totally see like a full spreadsheet, like a full like I mean, obviously when you say list of inputs, you think about Mart Snack. But when I say list of inputs, I'm thinking like no, like that, like a human could read and like play it on their childhood Game Boy and know that they're gonna win the Nuzlocke. Like that's kind of what I mean. This tree, dude. There's so many dope areas. I'm pretty sure that this encounter is duped out. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we'll run into something. But like, I'm fairly certain that this encounter is like always duped out. You kind of get 2 chances at Growlithe, which is a little nice, because like as we saw, like Growlithe's a little bit tough to guarantee. And again, maybe we'll guarantee all the catches too. The Lumberry is the big deal here. Leppa Berries also don't hurt. Leppa Berries are nice. And let's go get a Dojo poke. Let's go ahead and give that Lumberry to Mr. Mime. This battle can go wrong. Like this is no joke of a battle. We actually need to lead with Gara. Gara only needs to be level 31. Where it's like, Grunt, I am the Karate Master. I am the leader here. You wish to challenge us? Expect no mercy. Wahahaha. It can be anybody. Growlithe was just the body that was able to like guarantee the most, so like to keep it consistent. Alright. So at level 31, you're always surviving like the biggest crit, and all you really need to do is smack a Dragon Rage to get pretty big damage. Oh, he has the high jump kick? Yeah, as you can see, we're always surviving that crit no matter what. Bad stats, whatever. I don't think I zeroed out the IVs on this one. You do really good damage and you sack. This is where you just need a free switch, so you just sack. You're basically trading Growlithe for your Dojo poke. That's like essentially what you're doing here. You're just kind of like trading an encounter. Like you don't go +1 onto the body. You go, yeah, and think of this as like, we're just gonna utter sleuth. Get mogged. You don't go +1 on the body, but it's a better body. It's a better body. Mr. Mime at this point can come in. And we just spam Psybeam for the dub. Because I'm pretty sure we're faster. Yeah, we're faster. Interesting that the levels lined up. I want to say, I think that you can still do it. I can't remember whether or not we leveled up on the Primeape or not. But like I calced it all out so that like if you enter at level 36, everything's fine. So this is where things get tricky. You have to 2-shot here. Watch us like hit the crit and have it not matter. But you have to 2-shot here. Dude, this could be any elemental punch. Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch can paralyze. Fire Punch. Fire Punch can burn. There we go. Oh, sweet. Oh, I love that it's showing up. And then, but the Lumberry, you know, Ice Punch can freeze. Like, Fire Punch can burn. Thunder Punch can paralyze. These all cause huge issues. Well, Daily Burn's not that big of a deal. But it doesn't matter because they give you a Lumberry right there. I honestly think that the game designers were like thinking about riskless strats and like put stuff in to like kind of like, I think they did that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just paranoid. But anyway, what do you guys think? Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee? What do you think? Which one am I gonna get? Which one am I gonna get? And why? And why? In general, I think it's agreed upon that Hitmonlee is a better Pokemon. That being said, we want Hitmonchan. Look at ASU Frat Leader's frame. He is, you know, like, you're like, if your friends weren't talking about the like clavicular like frame mogging incident by the ASU Frat Leader, like your network is your net worth. Like, get better friends. But that's just a kind of an inside joke with me and my friends. But also, it's true. You know, it was a big deal. And, like a lot of it was a big deal. Like, wake up. But from here we go and we beat Lavender Rival. The reason that I set it up in this specific order is honestly just to like minimize the grind. If you do all those fights in that order, Mr. Mime solos Lavender Rival. And after you solo Lavender Rival, you'll have enough XP. You'll be big and strong enough to take on Giovanni 1. That's kind of how I set it up. This battle is so freaking trivial. There's the tiniest bit of tech. That we'll go over in a second here. But, like, obviously, like, now that your level cap is so high, like, this level, like, this battle, really, it's just, like, the only way I was able to make anything interesting about it, like, in the context of, like, building, like, a larger scale narrative, was that, like, doing this battle, helps you prepare for the next battle, and you don't have to, like, just grind as much. That's the only thing that's really going on here. Here you just click side beam. Yeah, at 38 you're fine. I want to say that there's a chance you get like QA'd, but like even a crit's not a big deal at all. Like it's not enough to make anything happen. You're just so overleveled. The Gara, I want to say, can live a hit and smack you with a thrash, but you two-shot it every time. And it's not enough to keep you from doing the one piece of tech that you need to do to win this fight. Yeah, it lives. It can hit you with a thrash. You always live a crit, obviously. Just rep another side beam and everything's hunky-dory. You know, but yeah, Mr. Mime just has, like, I mean, it's, I think there's a better Pokemon in the game. I do. Alright, here's the tech. Rip a sub on the cute. Rip a sub on the eggs. Just to make sure that, yeah, and Reflect's a little, no, Reflect doesn't matter. We're using special attacks here. You do that just because this thing's got, like, Hypnosis, and, like, Stun Spore, maybe? I don't know. It has status moves, and you can't one-shot it. Maybe you can with other moves. Yeah, then you get a sub the whole rest of the battle, which is pretty chill, not gonna lie. It's, like, kind of dope. Useless crit, we love it. We crit every time we need to, and we don't crit every time that we do need to. Was that the same thing? I don't know. I was just putting words together there. I didn't really know what I was saying. I remember being like, let's use Magical Leaf on the Kadabra back when I, like, wasn't rocking Trick. But, like, this does a good chunk of damage. And then, we confused it. Lovely. And you still have your sub, so, like, you're safe. I can't even remember if this thing saw. Oh, nice. Little self-hit. It doesn't matter if you don't get that self-hit. It doesn't matter. Because you still got your sub up that, like, execute. I don't think execute can ever fucking break it. We get to 39, which is actually important. That is not relevant. This Charmeleon can't burn you because you still have your sub. Like, I can't remember if the Dabber can even break it. I haven't looked at this fight in a long time because this fight's trivial as fuck. We're gonna go do some rocket stuff right now. Let's just grab our bird because the bird is the word. Let's grab our bird. Let's grab Gara too, because we're gonna need him. And you know what? Let's fill the party up. Let's grab our ASU FRAT leader. Look at that fucking frame. He's just mogging everybody. Let's grab Ivysaur, who we are gonna need. Let's grab. That's good for now. Before we do anything, we're just gonna stop and we're gonna do some resource management. We are going to teach Giga Drain to Ivysaur. Let's go do the rocket stuff. Let's do all the in-between stuff we need to do. Oh yeah, you got a spell. That's kind of scary. You can get a Flinch combo or whatever. I wonder if there's a way around that. Well, I mean, it's just over level. You press the button. Dude, when we were all playing this game, like, originally, how did we know? How did we know to do those things? Like, did our friends tell us? Like, I had the guidebook. Like, and without the guidebook, I would not have been able to finish the game. I don't have good video game intuition. Like, in general, like, I've never been someone who's, like, good at games. Like, especially, like, story-based games. Like, that's just never been, like, a strength of... That wasn't just a strength of mine growing up. I've always been much more the, like, okay, let's use the information and do the right thing. Like, I'm kind of how I'm doing right now, honestly. Yeah, Mr. Mime's worth using here, because this guy can go boom on you, and so you just want to outspeed and take him out as quick as you can. I highly recommend. We can speed up. We can speed up. What is this? TM 12 taunt. That is actually, I think we used that. I can't remember I can't remember every single line because it's been so long since I built them. And I'm gonna do that project this weekend, and I'm gonna remember every single line. But I want to say that you need taunt. I want to say these fights can cause issues. Oh no, they're really good for Gara because of your water type and he's got the ground types. That should have been secret power. I'm pretty sure secret power does higher damage than water pulse. This fight might be harder, but honestly, maybe not with secret power. I don't think I tried it with secret power on my test run. Yeah, these are so easy. I like maining Gyarados. For this section of the game, I like maining Gyarados. Gyarados is not an S tier Pokemon in this game at all. Gyarados is barely an A tier Pokemon in this game. Gyarados is very good. Secret Fire really, wow, I didn't think the Arbok was that beefy. That feels like a lot for Arbok. Doesn't feel like it's doing enough damage. Let's talk about this line for Giovanni. So you don't need to do any grinding with your Bulbasaur. I can't remember what the low. I want to see Bulbasaur can handle this at like level 21. Like Bulbasaur, or Ivysaur, can handle this real low. These are the 3 dudes you need. You need B, ASU Frat Leader, and Mimian. The word and DK are just here for decoration. Before we do the fight, we are gonna grab the only net ball and nest ball in the game. I want to say there is like a time and place to use the nest ball. I want to say that it's one of the only ways to truly guarantee a couple catches in the game. So you lead Ivysaur. You lead Ivysaur. Giovanni one's no joke because the Kangaskhan's a Mogger. But with everything that we've done, you don't need to. I can't remember what the lowest level Ivysaur is. I'll find out eventually. What the lowest tier Ivysaur is that can still do this. But I don't even think you can do any grinding post Misty. But with Giga Drain, I want to say the Onix can outspeed you and grip you with this bullshit. But it don't matter. You survive. And then obviously, you're hitting a Giga Drain against an Onix. So, how do you think that's going to go? It's going to be an OHKO. And then with the way Switch and AI works, the real reason that we use Ivysaur for this fight is a couple reasons. One, because, the Switch, with the Switch and AI, you get both rock types in a row, which is really nice. And you can just, not have to, have the Kangaskhan and then switch back into something. It's just kind of nice. Yeah, and you outspeed the Rhyhorn and you just completely wreck it. It's nice. The other reason... it's expendable. We're sacking Ivysaur right here. After everything we've been through with Ivysaur, we're just sacking this bitch. Because, dude, Kangaskhan's a motherfucker. I want to say that, even when I was figuring out, we're just gonna, I mean, technically all of these, do something, which is kind of annoying. Because, you could just get outsped and, Giga Crit or whatever. You could get Fake Out, Mach Punch. So we're just gonna throw balls. We're just going to throw balls to demonstrate that, this turn is, we'll see what happens. I'm open for Fake Out. It's not guaranteed to use Fake Out. Okay, Mega Punch. And, of course, it misses. We're just going to keep throwing balls. Just to show that, in a worst-case scenario, you can't do a dodge turn thing. Do it tail, of course. How's everybody doing? Go Bruins. UCLA. Women's basketball champions. Little shout-out to the UCLA, to Lauren Betts, the best. She's got a chance to be the GOAT, dog. She does. As we just fucking wait for this Kangaskhan to murk us. Okay. Does it crit kill? Are we dead to crit? Oh, we're dead to normal damage. Alright. I think I was supposed to give ASU Frat Leader the belt. It won't matter because the IVs aren't. I think giving it the expert belt does make a difference. I think it does save you just a tiny bit of damage. But essentially, if you sack, you don't have to worry about Fake Out, and you can get guaranteed damage with Priority Mach Punch. You can. And then you just go down. A crit kills here for sure, yeah. We're just going to use Agility just to show that, yeah, because, yeah, I mean, it's over. It's over. I didn't, if that had hit, you're done. If that had crit, we're done. But you do get guaranteed damage with Mach Punch. That's why we pick ASU Frat Leader. It comes out the box being able to do super effective damage at level 25 to a level 29 Pokemon that's a behemoth. So that's why we traded our Growlithe for it, essentially. From here, at level 39, which is the level that your Mr. Mime will be if you put it to level 36, to start the dojo stuff, and then did all the fights that we talked about in the dojo, and then also against your rival in Lavender Tower, Pokemon Tower. You'll be beefy. You'll be strong enough to handle this. I think it takes 2 hits because Kangaskhan's still really beefy. Yeah. But you live this always. You live crits. You live. I mean, it would be kind of nice to see how much. We don't get a chance to see it. But like Mega Punch does a good amount, but not enough because of the level difference. So yeah, that is Giovanni 1, and that's 1 hour of stream, which is cool. Now we vibe. Honestly, I don't have that many more notes other than make sure to repel everything at Pokemon Tower. And I'll talk about why in a second. But other than that, it literally just says, I don't know if you guys will be able to read it. It just says vibes. Because we're just going to go until we snatch Snorlax, man. It's the Gen 3 middle game. There's something beautiful about it. The Gen 1 middle game is free. All right, let's put these guys in the death box. After everything we've been through with that Ivysaur, we hand selected it. We used computer science to hand select it. And then we just let the body hit the floor. You were here for like a second. Dude, it's crazy how thin the box is, even this late in the game. Obviously, we get a big fat box refresh in a second here. Like, obviously, we can't guarantee the... I'm not even going to think about catching a Pokemon in Lavender Tower right now. It's really annoying because, there's some really annoying... Like, there's some stuff that's really close as to why. We have a lot of money, I think, because let's get you don't need a lot. Let's get 11 super repels, and let's just get as many repels as we can. Because again, we have infinite money, so like I'm just gonna act like we have infinite money. I'll sell rare candies if I have to. But yeah, after like, dude, at this point, like we have gone from ADEF to Wacko. We have gone from super calced out lines to just vibes. The only thing, honestly, one of the only last important points that I'll make here before we just kind of vibe out these like fucking little ghosty goons is that you can't, like, Haunter can like just curse over and over again until it dies. I want to say that like maybe with like a nest ball or a net ball you can. I don't think ADEF makes calced out line. Yo, that's actually true. As much as like ADEF has the brand of like being the math Pokemon guy, I don't think he does a lot of like actual like Nuzlocke calc. That's an interesting thing about ADEF's brand that I guess I hadn't quite paid credence to. I just think that like the ADEF to Wacko spectrum is a funny thing to talk about, but I guess it's like, I don't know. I guess it's more like the Wacko to Smollance spectrum, because I feel like Smollance the guy who was like, yeah, I'm playing super clean and like made that fashionable. I guess that's a closer axiom. Honestly, I'm not even worried about hitting optionals. Like, I'm just trying to vibe. There's not that many items that are important here. I'm just gonna rip optionals on speed up. I'm gonna get this Great Ball because that's gonna be the Great Ball that we catch Snorlax with. You can just bite all these ghosts, which is funny to think about biting a ghost, but you can just do it. Like, who would bite a ghost? That's like the last. If I saw a ghost, I would just run. I wouldn't bite it. I definitely, like, the last thing I would do to a ghost is try to eat it. But it's super effective. Fuck it, we ball. Ooh, spite. Oh, whatever. That can be cursed. That can fuck you up a little bit. Maybe that's a fight that we'll, like, look at, like, deep in the weeds. I want the item. I want it. It's an X accuracy. I don't want it anymore. Or wouldn't it be funny if there were, like, an option to, like, put an item back? Be like, nah, I don't want that one. I see there are repels about to wear out. I'm nervous about that. Because I really don't want to get... Yeah. Oh, that intuition. I want to say this Marowak is pretty riskless with... Oh, we love rare candies. I want to say that this Marowak is like, you can just like drop water pulses on it and it's not a problem. And like the Boomerang doesn't do a lot, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, the Boomerang does nothing. Alright, we just crit it. It takes more water pulses than you think, but like, I don't know, maybe there's better ways to beat the Marowak. I want to say that these fights can get a little dicey. But honestly, now that we have secret power, I think everything's gonna be fine. Because I didn't use secret power on my test run. I wonder if secret power KOs the Golbat. No, it doesn't. Golbat's so much beefier than Zubat. I want to say that you have a coughing that can boom. I don't know why I feel that way. We're just gonna throw Mime in right now. We're gonna use up some Mime juice. You have a coughing. I don't know if it can boom, but I want to say that at one point I thought about using a roleplay, but I think I threw that line out. So we're gonna stop doing a roleplay. Drowsy, actually, you're, maybe we sub? And then try to chip? Oh, wow. We're so much higher leveled. Taking care of it. I want to say that Gara's fine for this last one. Even at level 33. We don't want to use up all our Mime juice. There's only so much Mime juice. Yeah, it's just fucking Zubats. Level 23 Zubats. Alright. Alright. I feel like that Raticate's scary because it could, like, I don't know. Maybe. Hi, Mr. Fuji. I'm so happy that you're home. Can you give me the flute now? I want to play the recorder. Alright, cool. How are you doing? This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind. He looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokemon. This is really his house. What a weird piece of dialogue. Let's get another body. Let's go ahead and snag our... Oh, wait. Do we have anything that can learn Cut right now? Let's see if Mankey can learn it. I don't think you're guaranteed to have a Poke with Cut right now. I don't think you are. Like, obviously, that shit don't matter. But let's see. Oh. Alright, whatever. We're getting our freaking corpse out of the death box. That's pretty funny. I guess I did consider that. Maybe in like the final version of this, we'll sack Zubat instead of Ivysaur to Giovanni 1, because I want to say that Golbat can also learn Giga Drain. Paris can also learn Giga Drain. Maybe that's what we'll do with the final one so that you can have a cut one here. Although, do you need Cut anymore? If you already grabbed this encounter, do you need Cut anymore? Maybe you just do this first and you don't need Cut anymore? I don't know. Let's get this encounter. You know, let's throw in the word. Peck. Alright. I want to say QA should not kill here. Okay, wow. A crit might have murked. I feel like maybe we might end up having... Oh, wait. I bought a 59 Great Balls. What am I tweaking about? I guess we're gonna put Gara back in just because it's so beefy, and we're just gonna keep throwing Great Balls. I wonder if you can guarantee. I mean, I'm sure you can guarantee this encounter. I just don't care anymore. We have like so many balls. 8-year-olds can catch Pokemon. We're gonna name it after the best baseball broadcaster of all time, and also my friend Vince. Like, with all the routes, like, along the bike path, like, they all just have the same mods. So, like, they're all just guaranteed after a while. Alright. I'm gonna candy dose to the level cap right now. Like, I'm gonna really, because, dude, Snorlax is tough. Like, I'll be honest, I don't have a great answer yet. I'm still in the process of figuring one out for, like, how do you reliably catch Snorlax? I don't think I've had many practice runs where it's been a problem. I don't. For one reason or another. I've just been... Like, the thing that's really good is if you can get a Ghastly. Like, Ghastly's, like, they just can't touch. But, like, honestly, let's look into that really fast right now. Catch rate... Because the problem is you might run into Haunter. But it's a really low percentage. Let's all work together here to see if there's a way that we can get this Snorlax to get caught. Let's just look at the numbers together for a moment. Enter in Snorlax. We're going to enter in level 30. So if, at 100%, if you're just ripping a Pokeball, 3.4 chance. 50% chance within 22 balls, 95 within 94 balls. What if you can get it to half? Or sorry, let's just think about Great Balls here. Let's think about Great Balls. Great Ball is not much better. 5%. So we don't like that either. Let's look at the Nest Ball. Yeah, the Nest Ball's bad. Let's try to solve this problem a little bit. Because I haven't really given it that much thought. And I think that's kind of a fun thing to do live on stream. Is to, like, try to solve a problem together. But let's just think for a second about, like, what we can do to get this guy. So at 50%, you've got 19.7. And that means that you've got a 95% chance within 14 balls. And that's if it's asleep. That's still just not great odds, man. I mean, because a Snorlax, like your average level 30 Snorlax, let's just do a blank set Snorlax and Kingler Cal, because I'm doing this off screen a little bit here. The least they'll have is 136. So actually, if the very least that they'll have is 136, you can always hit 3 Dragon Radius. And you can get it down reliably to 6 out of 136. And 6 out of 136 is 4.4%. So, but that's assuming it has the least. That gets you 27%. Now that's 95% to 10 balls, and that's if you can do that enough. See, I think the best way to do it, 16 out of 136, yeah. I think, 16 out of 130, yes, you're right, 120, yeah. You got it, I messed up, yeah, I messed up. Let's do that math. 16, that's 11.7, that's 12%, and that's assuming bad HP. I think that the ultimate thing would be if you could get a Ghastly. I know that you can't guarantee a Ghastly. So 3F, this is the problem, man. Is this 1% Haunter and this 9% Cubone, man. So you'd have to, like, because I want to say that you can guarantee a Ghastly with like a netball if it's low enough level. And like, because you'd have to repel Manip with an 18, right? But then you could get a Haunter. And I want to say the issue becomes that Haunter at level 20, it's so unlikely. It's so unlikely. But Haunter at level 20, even in a Nest Ball, 100% chance. Oh, but that's if it's asleep. We don't have guaranteed sleep yet. But yeah, poison gets 90 to 99. That's with 12 HP left though. What about 50? Because we can probably count on it using curse once. Gets you a 78 if it's poisoned with a 50. Because you can kind of count on it using one curse and surviving long enough. What if it's asleep? If it's asleep at 50, you can get it. Do we go in there with our Compound Eyes Butterfree and put it to sleep? Is that the play here? And honestly, if we get a Ghastly, everything's fine. The chance that you get a Haunter is so low because it's a 1% encounter and it's only the level 21s. I mean, I guess it like I can't do that math on like what it is by the time you get rid of like the 9% Cubones, but it's so much more likely to be Ghastly. Oh, thank you for the follow. I can't. I literally, my thing is too small to read who it is, and I like have all these different things going on. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it, Master. I only saw the Master. I really appreciate that, man. That's awesome. I hope that you're enjoying the stream a little bit. But I want to say that, like, because I was always fighting for like riskless when I was doing this run, and like this is totally off script. I haven't prepared any of this. This is just me kind of like vibing out, hanging out with chat a little bit, like trying to figure out like what the best way to do all this shit is. I want to say we take the chance on getting this Ghastly. Let me look at the other floors. Cubone 17, same thing. It's even worse to get the Haunter. It's even worse to get the Haunter. It's even worse to get the Haunter. Yeah, first floor is the best floor. First floor, or 3F, I guess, is the best floor. Because you would have to do a level 18 poke, and you're already 90% for Ghastly. Like, because the thing about Ghastly is that I want to say that Ghastly at level, let's say that it's level 18. Well, let's say it's level 19 because it's a little bit worse. Let's say it's level 19. I want to say 50%. So if it ever uses curse, you just cash it with the Nest Ball. You just catch it with your one Nest Ball. I want to say, yeah, like if it ever uses curse, you just catch it, and like you can stall like Ghastly till it uses curse. It doesn't have enough good moves. I think that's what we do, right, boys, and potential women and those beyond the binary, boys. I think that we just go into the tower with our compoundized guy, and we just like vibe it out and see if we can get a ghost type. I remember tracking the numbers on this, and like there's like am I missing something hitherto? You're so much better at this shit than me. Like, what detail am I missing? Like, how do we get the Haunter 100%? How do we damage it reliably? Because like it can always use curse, so like really we just get the one chance. We have to put it to sleep. We have to count on the 97.5. And we gotta be slower than it, and we have to hope that it uses curse on the turn that we put it to sleep, and then we throw the ball, right? Like, that's our win con? Like, can we paralyze it? Like, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna get it. It's not gonna get it. It's not gonna, like, That's our win con. Like, we just go in there, we hope for that shit. Like on the off chance, I mean taunt exists, but I saw you were saving that. Oh, what was I saving taunt for? What was I saving taunt for? Now I'm curious. Let me check. Honestly, it just turns into 4 move slot syndrome on Mime is what it turns into. Because there's lines where you teach it to Mime. I mean, I've done a lot of different, like, because again, there's so many ways to do this now. Like, man, honestly, I think we just go in there with I think we just put Butterfree to level 18, go in there and say, fuck it, we ball, right? Or is there a better way to do damage to the Snorlax? Like, is there a better way to tank the Snorlax? I don't think we have like, that's the thing. Is like the Snorlax can do damage. Like all that you can really do is like you can throw Rest on Gyarados, but I want to say that Rest is worth saving too. It's just tough because like so many of these resources that you would have to use are so valuable, but Snorlax is so valuable. Maybe they're worth it. Like I'm just like looking through my script. I wish I had done. You know what? I'm gonna think on this. We're gonna press. I think it's time to press pause. I think what it's time to do is it's time to all say, you know what? What are we doing putting this pressure on ourselves to solve this problem right now live on stream? As much fun as that would be, there's 5 of you, not 5,000 of you. If there were 5,000 of you, maybe I'd be like, hey guys, let's figure out how to catch Snorlax. But maybe we do another contest. maybe not that heavily. But you know what I'll try to do is I'll try to really be proactive about getting this YouTube video out. So that it's like, is it even possible to guarantee the Snorlax? Like something like that, and like see if I can stoke the flame on the community a little bit, because like like I that, and then like maybe if you use Ultra Balls, it's a little different. Like I'll take another look at the guaranteed encounters. I'll see what I can figure out. But we're gonna, and like I said, I don't think I've ever had a run where like I couldn't like actually lock that Snorlax in. But all things considered, like I really want to get this as close to 100% as possible. You can go get Ultra Balls if you like punt on the first Snorlax, if you're not playing with like Miss Dupes, because who the fuck plays with Miss Dupes? Today we catch Snorlax. I lied to you all here in my bottom bar. That it's a lie down there. It's a lie. But you know what's the truth is that the UCLA Bruins are the national championships of women's basketball because Corey Close is the best coach in professional sports, because she's the closest thing we have to John Wooden. And those are all facts. Those aren't my opinions. Those are all facts. We're gonna factually figure out how to get Snorlax soon. Thank you guys all so much for coming to stream and for interacting and for messing around with me a little bit. What's the soonest you need Snorlax? I mean, like, we're going to catch him on Tuesday. Like, that's what we're going to start with. But I'm going to have to... for the game? That's a good question. Like, what battle? I don't know. I have more work to do to answer that question, and I'm going to do it. This has been awesome. Who are we raiding? Didn't we get Dojo here anyway? Oh my god. That's so stupid. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. We're just going to release Dojo and pretend that didn't happen. Like, again, this is take one. This entire run is take one. And the purpose of these streams is, as much as it is to show off my solutions, is to open up all these questions and open up these questions to the community of like, hey, look, I got this thing, like, really, really, really close. Can you guys get it all the way? That's and we're gonna do it more than once. We're gonna do like that's the purpose of these streams. And like I'll talk more about that to start stream next week. I'll like write something up. Thanks for an awesome stream, everybody. This fucking rocked.